You might think you know what faith really means, but here's the shocking truth. Faith isn't always about having certainty. The first truth that might surprise you is that faith often thrives in uncertainty. You see, faith isn't the absence of doubt. It's trusting God even when you can't see the full picture. Hebrews chapter 11:1 tells us that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. When you're facing a challenge and you can't see a way out, that's when faith kicks in the hardest. It's easy to believe when everything is going well, but true faith is what shows up when you have no idea how things will turn out. Another truth is that faith requires action. Many believers secretly believe that faith is just about thinking positively or waiting for God to act. But that's a dangerous misconception. James 2:17 says, "Faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead." Faith is not passive. It calls you to move, to act, to step out even when you're scared, trusting that God will meet you where you are. This truth is a wake-up call to stop waiting for a perfect moment and start walking in the faith you claim to have. The third truth is that faith grows through trials. We often pray for God to remove our challenges, but sometimes He uses the very struggles we want to avoid to deepen our faith. James 1:2-3 says, "Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." If you're going through something difficult, it's not because God has abandoned you. It's because He's building something stronger inside you. That trial is a divine opportunity for your faith to grow. The fourth truth is that faith is a choice, not a feeling. Many people believe that faith is something you either have or don't have, but the truth is that faith is often a decision. You may not feel like trusting God, especially when life feels overwhelming, but Romans chapter 17 says, "Faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word of Christ." The more you choose to speak God's promises over your life, the more your faith will grow. It's not about how you feel. It's about what you choose to believe. The fifth truth is that faith is often rewarded in God's timing, not ours. You may pray for something and it doesn't happen right away. The delay doesn't mean that God isn't answering your prayers. It means He's waiting for the right time. Ecclesiastes 3:11 tells us, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." God's timing is perfect, but it's rarely the same as our timing. The waiting period is not wasted. It's part of God's process to grow your trust in Him and prepare you for what's to come. So, if you're struggling to see the results of your faith, understand that God is working behind the scenes and will bring it to fruition at just the right moment. These truths should challenge how you see your faith. It's not about having all the answers or a trouble-free life. It's about trusting God in the midst of uncertainty, taking action even when you're scared, growing through the trials, choosing to believe even when it's hard, and waiting for God's perfect timing. Are you willing to let your faith stretch, even when it's uncomfortable? Because that's when you'll see God move in ways you never imagined.